had been to an institution before. I had been to a rehab. I had been to jail. You know, just that whole lifestyle. The jails, institutions, the only thing I didn't experience was death, thank God. But this place helped me to change my life, change my outlook, and show me how to live clean on a daily basis, along with the program of Narcotics Anonymous. These two work together to keep this person in line.
I think it's the understanding that comes with being someplace like this that other people, there's some guys here that their story would make you cry. I mean, they literally came off of sleeping on benches and under bridges, and now they're thriving. You know, they got somebody who reached out to them, and they got some help. They got a job, and now they're, you know, got a car and everything. But somebody had to reach out. Somebody has to give you a second chance. I believe Lucille Raines is about second chances.
I was miserable where I was at. Today I just wake up, I'm grateful for where I'm at, what I have, and how far I've come in this process. I owe this place. I feel I owe this place something. It's helped save my life. It's kept me clean. It's a very special place.
I started drinking at age 11, and it progressed into marijuana, pills, acid, which brought me to the treatment. What I liked about Lucille Raines was that my kids was able to come here and spend time with me. And I was able to work, and I was able to go to meetings to get my life back on track, because this was my first time ever in recovery. Life is good. Life is good. I never thought that I would see this side of the world.
The beauty of the Faithful Veteran Guide Detachment Ministry is the church forms a ministry for veterans because they value veterans and they feel they are worthy of serving. The veterans form a task force that has a purpose because they value communities and want to help a community be better, and recognize two great ways to do that are make your churches more effective and feed people. Your other churches love helping out the community and feeding people. So they want to work with the Veterans Detachment and work with the other churches. So nobody there is serving themselves. Everybody there is trying to find a way to make the other groups more effective at their mission. That's the kind of thing we call in the military, we call it a combined arms team. And when you function as a combined team, now we're talking about a diverse body of Christ. But the secret is to sincerely love and value the people who can do what you cannot do.
Well, I think one of the big things that happens at the center is the children and even the adults who get connected with us, they see love, because that's what Jesus was about. It was about love. And in order for us to seek God's heart, we have to learn to love and serve other people. And that's what this center is all about. It's about serving people. None of it's about myself or any of the other staff here. It's about what we can do for the children to make their lives better and more productive, what we can do to make this neighborhood a safer, better place to live, how we can feed the hungry. Those are the things I think that we're able to accomplish in this kind of a ministry. With the college students who work for us as they graduate, one of the things I really push to them is that when you get out of school, go for the job that is satisfying and you want to get and go to work every morning. That's the one that's going to work, because you will have such a sense of satisfaction and every day's a joy. I know I'm 70 years old, and every day I get up excited to come to work, and I think that is really a blessing to be able to feel that way about what you do.
Well, the Methodist Youth Home has been in existence since the early 70s, I think maybe 1972. And we serve children ages 10 through 18 who have been ordered here mostly by the courts. And we serve kids who are good kids, but they just haven't had a lot of stability in their lives. And we see great results here.
When you talk to some of the kids that have been here and have been successful in the program, it's really inspiring, because we're all very fortunate, I think. I mean, I know I'm very fortunate to have had a healthy family. So half the time when I hear their stories, I can't even imagine having been in that situation. And now they have a family, they have a job that's steady, they're not making the same mistakes with their kids, you know, so it's pretty inspiring.
What it was like to have my child be here was a relief. It was a relief because I knew he was safe. I knew where he was. I knew he was going to school. And I knew he was well taken care of.
We're acting as individual churches, but then we come together to help the United Methodist Youth Home, and obviously the sum of the parts is greater when we all work together and help out, and every church does different projects and contributes in different ways.
Here on Franklin Street is the cultural and social hub of the west side of Evansville. That's a very cohesive community. Our purpose here is to provide a welcoming, safe, comfortable space for people to get together, engage in relationship, a space where everybody's welcome. There are a lot of folks who are never going to grace the doors of our 112-year-old stained glass window bell tower church just because it was a church. That if we were going to reach people, we couldn't sit there and wait for them to come to us. We need to go where the people are, and that would be Franklin Street. So we started looking for a space to lease to be the site of this new ministry. I mean, there are two parts to this space and two parts to this ministry. One is a coffee shop space out front. That's a radical hospitality space. And then the space where I'm sitting back here is the link. This is our community center space. Christians today, or non-believers today, or spiritual people today, no longer see church as the only place where God is. I want them to come here and meet us, and I want us to be able to provide them a way to be in relationship with Christ. That's it. That's simple.
Common Grace Ministries serves Noble County residents who are experiencing some sort of economic downturn. So we have a food bank, we have a furniture ministry, and we have financial services for those that may have an eviction notice or a disconnect notice for the utilities. Sometimes it's a medical need, and we have many partners in the community that help us to meet those needs.
I've been working with Common Grace for 11 years, since 2005. This job allows me the opportunity to be able to express my faith in actions, even if I don't come out and specifically tell somebody about, Jesus Christ. By sharing, extending grace and kindness and the things that Christ would want us to extend to other people, then I feel like it's an opportunity for me to put my faith into action.
What keeps me coming back to Common Grace every day is I just want to give back to the community. I'm a retired teacher, and the community has just been so helpful and so wonderful in helping raise my children and myself, that this was the perfect way that I could give back. And since I'm from the community, all the resources that we've gathered over the years, it's just a wonderful way to be able to help others and hopefully help themselves.
I was part of a program called the Wabash Pastoral Leadership Program through the Lilly Endowment, and we went out to Pacific Northwest a couple summers ago, and we went to a farm similar to this in the suburbs of Vancouver, British Columbia. And as I was there, I had been thinking before I went, what? God help me see what maybe we could do with this place. And as we were touring that farm, that facility, Teeter just kept popping in my mind. And so I came back and I talked to one of the other pastors, Pastor Jerry Reardon, and he knew a gentleman named Tyler Goff that was running Indie Urban Acres in Indianapolis, and they were growing a lot of good food for food pantries in that area. And so I went and met with Tyler, and he came out, looked around, and just was blown away about the possibilities that we could really make a real impact on food insecurity for people here in Hamilton County. So that's kind of how it all came into play. And so last year we grew about 10,000 pounds in fresh produce, donated it all to local food pantries, food banks, and feeding programs. And this year we're expanding that ½ acre of production up to 3 acres of vegetable production. So we look forward to doing even more this year.
The thing about Teeter Organic Farm that really spoke to me was the fact that there's a really strong service component. We're not just growing vegetables, we're also trying to build community here in the church and in the broader community, all while providing access to organic, healthy food to people as a whole.
Seeing the ministry piece of Teeter, it just fills me with awe knowing that God is doing all this through us to help the community. It's an answer to others' prayers, I'm sure, but knowing I am working as His hands, it's just awe-filling.